terrific as they have been this season. It just seems that this is the right time for the Giants to show that they're a legitimate NFC team and a competitor in the NFC to play against the Cowboys if in the NFC Championship game, if that is to happen. So for me, I'm picking the Giants in this one. Redskins-Cardinals, two teams that both have a tie on their resume this season. It's in Glendale, though. So the Reds, a team going out east, from east going out west, should be pretty interesting, although Kirk Cousins is starting to show that he's deserving to be the franchise quarterback of this team. Who you got? The Redskins or the Cardinals, Tom?
I got the Redskins. Arizona does not look as great as they were last year when they were 13-3. It seems like they hit a wall, and Bruce Arians can definitely see that, especially with some of his medical conditions that he's had. I'm going to give it to Washington.
Yep, all right. I'll take the Skins as well. You have the Bucks and Chargers. If you want good weather, you can go to either of those two cities. It's in San Diego. It's at Qualcomm Stadium. The San Diego Chargers are a 4-point favorite in this game. You got the Chargers or you got the surging Bucks?
I am going to go with the home team, San Diego. Also, if you didn't know, Tampa Bay has already had two not postponed games, but delayed games due to bad weather. So I don't think Tampa Bay was a very pretty place to be. I'm going San Diego. Not
during the fall, I'll tell you that much. And you have the Panthers and the Seahawks, two teams that last year were the cream of the crop in the NFC, but the Seahawks have stayed that way and 5-0 at home, while the Panthers have just been abysmal this season and won a 1-4 away record. The Seahawks are a 7-point favorite in Seattle. Are you picking against the Seahawks at home, Tom?
No, I am not. That 12th man is definitely going to keep Cam Newton off his game, and especially their defense. I'm going Seattle.
Yep, give me Seattle at home. And in the Monday night game, you have the Colts and the Jets, two teams that have been interesting so far this season. Andrew Luck has not had a healthy team overall and not been healthy himself this season, but when you have a poor offensive line and the weapons just simply aren't there, but they're playing the Jets team who, again, is probably just as bad, if not worse. It's in New Jersey. Who you got? Are you picking the Jets or the Colts?
Another tough decision this week. It seems like it's 50-50 on most of these games. I'm actually going to go with the New York Jets. I'm going with the home team, especially with the crowd back into it. And I don't think Andrew Luck, who's still, I believe, in concussion protocol, he's seeing a I can't say that right now for some reason.
A neurological doctor?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, let's go with that.
He's not feeling well, and they might go to his backup, so I'm going Jets.
Yeah, look, I'll take the Jets as well. The Colts have been so inconsistent this season. I know the Jets are terrible, but look, they're at home, and I just like their weapons a little bit better than the Colts, which isn't saying much. We'll take a short break. When we come back, look, we have the college football playoff in full swing right now. Western Michigan right now, up 23-13. They're number 17. However, a team that we didn't think of early in the season has the potential to throw off the final decisions for the college football playoff. We'll tell you who that team is in a minute. We got some songs here, so of course, we'll start off with Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Fire and Rain on the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone and Tom Crane on Spreaker Radio.
I'm from the biggest little city in the wild, wild west, Reno. Now you know it's the city I rep. A little rain, but mostly fire. Though I tire and perspire through the mire, I will rise again. Not from the city of sin, from the city that wins. White trash, catching fire, burning breath of my kin. Took my lessons pushing wood every day in the street. Get up early in the morning, cause my daddy always told me, boy, wake up, Jacob. Days are breaking, coffee's boiling and the bread's a baking. Roll out, cowboy, come and get it. Before I throw it out and spit in the skillet. Yeah, so I finish up my breakfast, put away the ham. Now I never put a T on the end of K. Then take a receiver, banging down the double doors. Hear my spurs jingle jangle as I mount my horse. I see fire, I see rain, yeah. 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 Now check it, I grew up inside the 495. In the shadow of the Capitol is where I reside. excited, learn to talk real slick and to keep my stride, cause deep down I knew my future was already decided. I had a lot of people telling me off, though, had me marching in the line of a familiar barcode. But I restocked my Reeboks, my walk was so cocky. On the way I took some cheap shots, that would never stop me. So with nothing to my name but some rhymes and game, took my dream to the coast, seeking fortune and fame. And I've been panning for gold, but it ain't come up yet. It takes time to blow, so I don't get upset, cause I'm on it like a bonnet on a pioneer. And I'm the king like Crockett on this wild frontier. To my peers taking shots, you can be my guest, because the F won't rest till I'm known as the best. I see fire, I see rain, yeah. 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 Changing horses in the middle of the stream, chasing dreams full steam, earn esteem with the team. We bringing meat to the table, putting marrow in your bones, to your head, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth and nose. We tickling your senses you ain't even know you had, so get your hands in the air like you was hailing the cab. And if you're down in the dumps and it ain't going swell, here's a little anecdote that'll do you well. It takes more fire and rain to nourish a forest, to make it flourish, make it grow and get that timber, that tower, deriving power from the sun and putting roots to soil, till that seed that you sow becomes a mighty sequoia. So it's a given, I'm not gonna give in, I just keep on living. No, I never quit cause I'm driven, and when I'm done I'll pass the mic to my next of kin. Until we meet again, I'll be dropping demos from my coffin. I see fire, I see rain, yeah. 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 I see fire, I see rain, yeah.
And welcome back to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone and Tom Crane, coming to you live from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and Portland, Oregon. It's about 6:31 on the West Coast and 9:31 East Coast. So it's funny. We just were talking about this. So, Tommy, explain your situation and what's going on.
So, my supervisor, not naming any names, and if he's listening, awesome. So this guy knows this girl that his buddy, one of his friends, was dating, and he likes her and maybe wants to date her.
Okay.
The thing, though, is that the friend just recently broke up, maybe a month, and he thinks, oh, should I go for it? Well, yeah, I don't think he should, because he doesn't know why they broke up.
I think that is an essential point. Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're going to step on the toes of your best friend, or if something is okay with it. If the friend's okay with it, and yeah, go for it. How
good are they friends? Like, are they like best buddies, or like are they just like, hey, like I know you?
Well, the way that he described it to me is they go out to a bar, they smile, they shake hands, and that's about it.
Okay, I wouldn't consider that a friend. I don't know. I mean, in that case, I don't know. I go for it. Because that's not bad, in my opinion. No. I can go with for that, but first I would like to find out why they broke up. That'd be ideal. So that way, A, you can prepare yourself by not doing that if it's something that they did.
Yes.
Or if it's something more serious, then you can wait and then bide your time. And then if you still like her, go for it. But that's just me. I just couldn't date any of my friends' exes. It just doesn't feel right. So, but hey, that's just me.
Relationships with Sam Cerrone and Tom Crane.
on the next podcast. Butt stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Yo, keep it PG-13.
Sorry. So I said butt stuff, didn't say anything else. Could have said something totally messed up. Okay, back to
college, yeah.
Ooh, speaking of college, college football, you have the MAC championship right now. Western Michigan and Ohio, as mentioned, 23-13 in the third quarter. Look, Western Michigan has had an impressive season. I don't care what division you are. I don't care if it's high school and middle school. The fact that they're undefeated and they're probably going to win this game, I'd say. And assuming that they go undefeated, this team should get into a New Year's Six bowl game. Oh, and they just scored again, 26-13. So a field goal, good. But Tom, as you mentioned on the right before we started today, there is a team that has the potential to unseat this team, assuming they win their conference championship and a game that they play next week. Tell us more about that.
Well, the big game is Navy versus Temple at 12 o'clock, and it's going to be at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Now, this has a huge potential to shake up the bowl games, especially when it comes to the top 10 teams and where they might be seated, especially when if Navy wins. So I think, and I'm not too sure about this, Sam, come in as soon as possible, possibly. But if Navy beats Temple, they then have to play a championship game next week, was it?
So what happens is that they, because of their, again, it's deemed by the committee a quality win for Navy, and they've beaten some pretty good teams this season, including Houston, who was at one point a top 5 team in the season. They actually play the rivalry game with Army. So not only do they get their championship game this weekend, but they also get another game in the following week to bolster their resume. So that being said, I mean, you look at the teams, trying to pull up Navy's record here. Look, they're 9-2, 7-1 in the American. That's a pretty good record, I would say. And again, just looking at the opponents that they've beaten, look, they've beaten Houston, who was ranked number 6 at the time, so that's a quality win for a team. They beat Notre Dame, but they weren't the best Notre Dame team. And then they've really smashed a lot of their opponents throughout the season. I mean, a lot of their wins aren't really that close against teams in their conference. I mean, you see 66-31 at East Carolina, 75-31 at SMU. So yeah, look, assuming they win 10-2, and then they go 11-2. Yeah, it's a pretty good season. It's a pretty good season for Navy, and they should be absolutely proud of it. And very, very happy that they've gone on a remarkable run in the American Athletic Conference. That being said, Tom, I just don't think that they deserve to be over of a team that went undefeated in the regular season and won their conference championship. You go 13-0, doesn't matter the quality. They did what you'd asked them to do. They went 13-0. That being said, they should be automatically in to a New Year's Six bowl game. It shouldn't matter if they beat Temple and then have to wait until the following week to play Army to see how that's going to be. Because look, Western Michigan did their job. They went undefeated. They saw every game. They went into opponent's house. They played at home, and they did what they needed to do. I don't know if you feel the same way, Tom, but that's just me.
I agree. Western Michigan